What we'll be doing here on the stream is me and a close friend of mine, Retro Phenom, who's also going to be streaming tonight, are going to be battling it out in Pokémon Emerald. I have not played Pokémon Emerald in quite some time, and he has never actually played Pokémon Emerald. So this is going to be a fun thing for both of us. As you can kindly see here in the middle of my screen, Pokémon Emerald's ready to go. I've got my setup ready to go for when we capture stuff and that. We have no idea what each other are going to be operating off of. Meaning I don't know what he's going to pick and he doesn't know what I'm going to pick. Following that, we will also be using a program called Pokemon Showdown Beta online to duke it out against each other. Unfortunately, with our software, we can't seem to connect online. So we will be switching over to that to fight it out. And hopefully we can have some nice Pokemon battles to duke it out and see who's the best trainer there is. So I'm going to jump in here in a call with him and let's get to this. How's it going, Retro? Doing all good. I apologize if you're going to hear the game in the background, because for whatever reason it goes through the screen and it doesn't let me change the audio. It's like, you might hear it playing in the background, the music. But yeah, we're finally here. Time to duke this stuff out. I do it this way, one sec. I do it this way. I'll just mess everything up. Now I don't have any audio. That plays that audio, but doesn't play audio. Rebreak, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for showing up. We're just getting all of our technical difficulty stuff out of the way. I have to figure this out as we go, so... It's not. Battle thing. It's called Pokemon Showdown Beta. Have you already started to play, or? Going through the whole Professor Birch situation. Are you a boy or are you a girl? So I don't know how you set your setup is. So I'm using my Ambernick SP, which is effectively a Game Boy SP hooked up via HDMI to my screen. How I'm getting my game capture content for it. Retro using retro. But this gives me like the old school feeling of playing it on the Game Boy. Yeah. So that gives you a rundown of how it is. The soundtrack I sent you? Yeah, it's a nice little... Talking about going through caves, becoming the champion and stuff. I was like, that fits this. I got it from a non-copyright thing. Yeah, it was part of like a list of non-copyright things. But I didn't think my usual rock and roll music was like, I don't think that's gonna suit this. Let's get something more aesthetically pleasing.
Old school ECW.
Okay, so I will leave it here where I'm in the bus waiting.
I'm still deciding if I want to be a boy or a girl. 2026, it's a big choice.
Alright, where is... There it is. So, while you do that, I'm going to go over this again. So, we came up with some rules to follow. Because we obviously can't connect via the stream, so we're going to have to use an alternative, which is the Pokemon Showdown, which I think some people might have seen over on TikTok a few times. But because we can't battle each other through our emulation software, what we're going to plan on doing is our first fight was starters only, Max level they can be is level 10. And we're gonna do that. Are we doing that as soon as we can get to the Pokemon Center?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because we tested that out, and like we have to go up and do the whole starting thing.
You know, the whole Pokedex thing, blah blah blah.
And then
still kind of act. I think we should still kind of each go to the same Pokemon Center. Once we're in there, we go to the battle site. So we're kind of being like, yeah, we're at our checkpoint to battle.
that sounds good to me. And then that's our first fight, and then we basically fight after every single gym, and then fight after the league.
For the fight after the league, I just thought of this like before we went live.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to use our Hall of Fame Pokemon?
It makes sense, yeah. Whatever team we took to the thing. Beyond that, so there was the rules, we cannot level our Pokemon beyond the level cap. We're allowed to use whatever Pokemon we want. We cannot let each other know beforehand what Pokemon we each have. So every fight's going to be a mystery. We can't basically metagame it and figure out, well, Retro has this one, so I got to use this guy to use this to beat this. Kind of deal.
Chat, we expect you to respect that. Don't be spoiling his team to me, and don't be spoiling mine to his.
Exactly. We want to keep this as anonymous as possible. We can stream as much as we want, but we can't watch each other's streams, so there's no cheating. And ideally, we both can work together to fix the Pokedex and get it all done.
Yeah.
Very simple. We're rivals, but we're still trying to complete the Dex. So, let's get on our way. Have you gotten off the bus yet? I got home at like 7:30, and I was like to my roommate, oh wait, I'm going in autopilot right now. I have a bunch of stuff I need to get done that make sure that they're all working before the stream starts. I don't have time for anything. That's a good point. Hey, AFK. I got my little Pokemon outfit on, and Retro's got his Totodile to represent his character on our stream. Pokemon to do all that heavy lifting. It's been so long since I played Emerald. That's a Pokemon! Oh no, I have PG-18 on my thing, so don't worry. I don't know how to do any of that, so I'm just live on Twitch. I basically just go to my social media and post everything. And here's the map of Hoenn. Or Hoenn. Better set it to start it. It's 8:12 p.m. got all this like fancy cool shit. Like I have a whole section for the badges, pixel sprites and stuff like that. Got the whole setup for Pokemon and that. Even the chat box. I got the whole connector cords and stuff to stream my Game Boy to this thing. But I don't have any of that retro achievements or any of that stuff. Our dad was on the news. If I remember correctly, he's one of the juniors. The house to your right. See, that's the thing that these games has always made me laugh. The starting town is literally your house, your rival's house, and the Pokemon Center. Yet there seems to be like a dozen people living. Where are all the other houses? Also, I love that they have the orange Japanese Nintendo GameCube.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's at the TV. It was a Japan. I think it was Japan exclusive. Was the orange one? Because I think this generation they allowed the Game Boy cartridges to go in the bottom, and then you would put a disc in the GameCube to play the Game Boy game on the screen. Now this is the fun part because we can't let each other know who has what. I picked my stuff. And you are right to do that. father's blood, you received your Pokemon. I like to give them really stupid names, so I'm trying to think of what I would be good. Oh yeah, that's good right there. No, I'm still naming mine. Thank you. Well, normally we would have to go up and fight May before the Pokemon Center lets us in, so I'd say go that route. That's gonna be the other fun part about this, is that we have two completely different setups for how we're gonna do our streams. It's gonna be interesting to see the different perspectives. I did a Fire Red stream a while back. So, most of that is just reused assets from back then. And then I use the same... Sorry?
On my Snorlax.
You're using Gen 2, so your Snorlax would be normal type. This is before Gen 3, which would mean special attack wasn't as special as it's supposed to be, so yeah. I would be frustrated too.
Yeah.
Trying to top the berry. Leave me alone. I can go straight to it. If I got caught by a flight, I got caught by a boat. Yep. It's XP. I'm sorry. Okay, I only have a starter.